feel like I made a bit of a mistake. Shortly after I opened this shop up, I've had 2 other map art suggestions to make, and the ones I made up there and the one I made for Klutz, like that took nearly half a week or something like that. So to put it simply, these map arts, they're probably going to be slightly delayed, at least compared to like some of the other map arts I've just done. But they will get done over time, I promise, I promise. But before that, before anything else, I need to begin phase 2 of this entire event thing I'm hosting, which, by the way, I don't even remember what I named this entire event. Of Collector's Home. That works for phase 1. Phase 2, not so much. But now you might be wondering, what exactly is phase 2? Well, if you remember from phase 1, I hit out several different things from red, blue, yellow, and green different items across the spawn. And each person who tried to collect a certain one could only collect one specific color. And there was a reason for that, because whatever color you decide to collect, that's the team you're actually on. If you went for red, you're fully on red, yellow, fully on yellow, blue, fully on blue, green, fully on green. If you've collected like a mismatch of different colors, we can figure that out eventually, somehow. And those who found the toppers are the ones who's actually in charge of their specific team. And part of phase 2 is actually coming together with your team and working on a team base. Only thing is, I need to find a spot to set everything up, and I have no idea, because there's not many flat spots around here. I'd want it to be near the minigame district, but I don't want to hog up too much space in case someone else wants to build minigames here. I think there's a lot of empty and open space over here. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like the case, unless if this means something. I'm gonna assume this is just nonsense and use this spot here. You're not going to be limited from the amount of space I built around here, but just know that the specific color on your one side, this is all the space you can work with, and you're not allowed to surpass your one side and start building on other sides, if that were to make any sense at all. And yeah, I think this will get the point across. Now, I'm not going to mention publicly to the Discord or anything that Phase 2's begun, but just let this video be the minor announcement, the fact that you can now begin Phase 2 and begin working on your specific colored base. Ideally, if you're on a specific color, you might want to stay in that color theme or something like that, but you know what? You do you. Build whatever colored base you want. Like, it doesn't have to be right next to it. Ideally, it could be like, maybe, I don't know, 50 blocks away or something like that from this one barrier I built up. And it could be as small as a shoebox. It could be as big as, I don't know, the Crystal Castle cave area, whatever I'm calling my base. Again, team members, you do you. And whenever the bases are built and whenever everything is set up, then we can begin phase 3. And while we wait on that, so Duba is streaming right now and I am listening to it, as you can probably hear.
But luckily for me, oh, hello there, Chris.
Hello. And what he's actually doing right now is preparing for his entire big city around here. And I believe he was planning on actually flattening this entire mountain. And just to surprise him, I might as well do a little bit of mining. And I gotta ask myself, why am I doing this right now considering the state of my pickaxe?
What is this man thinking?
Many things, Duba. Many things. This is the most one-sided conversation I've ever had with Duba before, and I kind of love it. Ooh, actually, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure those blocks appearing over there is Duba's work. Let's maybe go see if we can get any... Oh, wait, why am I... What the... what was that? Why did... Oh! Oh, my wings are broken. Well, that'll make this a little bit more interesting. Okay, how close can we get without him noticing? Okay, there he is. Off from render distance, somewhere over there, placing blocks.
I really hope things don't start spawning down here.
Oh, there's gonna be something spawning over here, but something a little more mischievous than a mob. I'm gonna give him just a small hint that I'm over here. Come on, I'm right here. I'm right in front of you. You should be able to see me.
Well, Chris Man's doing a gasp.
I am. Just look over to the mountain. Look over here. I thought you looked over here when flying. Okay, that's it. I'm going nuclear. I'm gonna have to get closer. I think if I go crouching and then I just go trianting, I should be able to get close enough. Does he notice? Does he notice yet? Duba, look at me. I'm below you. I think he finally figured it out. I've been spying on you for the past hour, and you didn't even bother to notice. Angie face. Well, okay, that makes things better. Okay, you got me at that, Duba. I'll leave you to your mischiefs while I lead to mine. But okay, before I forget and fall out of the sky again, let's maybe get some things descended from this really loud farm. And now come back to the Crystal Castle and get back to work here. And if I'm honest, everything we built so far is everything I planned out in a creative world. Everything beyond that, I have no idea. But I have like a vague and general idea as to where I want to take this place. By first off having a bunch of rooms splitting off from this one main room, coming to over here and going over there and going everywhere pretty much. And then if I could figure it out, trying to have some rooms that actually go all the way up to the actual second layer of this entire cave. If I could remember. Yeah, here it is, the second layer of the cave, which over time I think is going to turn into like a crystal city or something like that. Well, less of a city. I mean, that's what the surface is going to be. But, you know, this is where all the crystal people are going to live, like around here. As well as still having like a little bit of Crystal Castle up here. But I think before we do that, we should probably clear out. Like, do a lot of clearing out because there's a lot of rock. Not rock. The cave is in the way. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's try and fix that. Okay, now that things are mostly fixed, we've run into a few other things. First off, that layer of wall up there, right behind it is a bunch of lava from the lava lake, which I am still slowly but surely draining away at. But then I also managed to find, this. Another geode just sitting itself right here. Now don't get me wrong, I won't say no to a whole bunch more calcite and a new way in getting a whole bunch of amethyst. But that's cutting it a bit close if I'm honest, which means I think we're gonna have to redo like what I was planning on doing inside my head. But something I might be able to keep doing is actually right here, because I was planning on actually making like a spiral staircase just sitting itself right by this one window area. But it still leaves this area which, okay, it's gonna have to be probably some form of hallway or something like that. You know, actually, what we might be able to do is, right on this edge right here, maybe make a storage area. Because pretty much ever since I got down here, the storage area I've been working with is pretty much been just this hunk of chests all over the place. And yeah, I do have my little storage shed up above, but still that's kind of a bit of a distance ahead too, and especially since we don't have any main entranceway, so I think a storage system or some place on properly storing a whole bunch of stuff, it's long overdue. But before we could do that, we're gonna obviously need to build a room, which is still gonna be using a whole bunch of this light blue terracotta, and same goes for the floor and the roof. And now our canvas is pretty much set up and ready to go. I tried bringing in the style from the hallway out there into here, which, oh, there's a creeper up here. Oh, okay, I was not expecting to see one of these things up here. I swear this place is lit up, so maybe, oh, yep, definitely up here. That's where they're coming from. The things I do to live inside of a cave. Anyways, I'll put the second floor on hold for a little bit, because right now we have a big ol' empty spot that's gonna be filled up with chests. Right after we build the sort of floor plan for all these chests. Yeah, this'll probably do. But now we gotta go get all the wood. And just to further solidify my best space buddy status, I might as well go around and clear out some of these trees for Duba. And you know, I'm not making this a competition, Duba. I'm not saying I'm doing that. But you know, I'm not gonna stop you if you do something like this. Anyways, we should be set for wood now. And I could just spend the next half hour of the video just loading up these one chests, but you know, where's the fun in that? We got this entire second layer we gotta work on. Except not really, because again, there's lava at the end of that corridor. Meaning all we can do right now is pretty much what we did down below. You know what? Actually, maybe with one small minor change, what if up here we had a fish tank? Never once have I ever bothered thinking about fishes or using them in my base, but why not now? Why not do it? Let's do it. I think something like this is fine. Like, we'll probably have to add more things as we go on, but at least right now it's okay. Something I'm definitely gonna have to add is obviously the water. And, okay, everything's pretty much flooded. And before I completely run out of air, let's actually, decorate this place with a little bit of, never mind. I thought this is how you get all the greenery and all the seagrass and stuff, huh? Well, you know, it's fine. It's fine. But now we gotta get all the fish. But seriously, that looks really boring. We are definitely gonna have to make some changes to that soon. Okay, wasn't expecting to see one of these things down here. You know, I'm just gonna leave these and just pretend I didn't see them. That'd also be kind of funny if Duba ran into them. Get some cod, maybe a few salmon. Was there a coral reef somewhere in the ocean? Like, I'll make it work if there's not one, but still would be nice. I'm not seeing one anywhere, so I'm just gonna assume there's not one, at least in this ocean. Well, if I can't bone meal the place, I'll just have to do it this way. In, and in. that's not a bad looking side. I mean, for my first ever fish tank, it's not too bad. But now we gotta work on this side, which eventually ended up turning out to be pretty similar, but also very, very different. I tried making this place feel like more of a lounge area in the case that people want to just hang out or something like that, while also trying to make it seem very pristine and very clean and everything else like that. I've yet to do this upper layer so far, but I'll probably get to it soon enough. But before I worry about that, Doob is actually streaming again, but this time in an actual VC, so maybe this time he'll have a better shot of seeing me, if he actually manages to realize I'm there. So even though I was in the VC, Doob actually never noticed I joined.
Just because that's more upper torso than the legs. Still on the legs. Oh, actually no, I think it was a different color and I retextured it or something. Or maybe just filled in the gaps with it. And also by this point, I will no longer be doing a backside, which is nice because the entire backside is going to be covered with a cape. It is an easy way to save resources. It's also easy when you don't know how to build a body that great. Very true. Very true. I will say in the test world, though, that I built this in, I made a few copies of it and retextured it because I never actually built the back on any of them because I planned on making the cape. There's just an empty void, so I just filled it in with some cheeks and made that was the end. So that still exists in my test world. I could actually probably show you, Chris, if you're ever interested in feasting your eyes on GC Max cheeks.
Well, I wouldn't say no to it.
Oh, Chris jump scare. What the heck? Oh, hey, you're down there.
Hi.
Hey.
I've been spawning on you again.
Oh my gosh. Little
Like this
blue
entire
spy.
time.
I think I'm making some pretty good progress for how long I've been streaming. How long have I been streaming?
Very long. Long enough for
73
me to
minutes.
put your last stream and this stream in the same video. Why is it so much fun to spy on Duba? I don't know, maybe I'll have to make it a thing and just see how long I could spy on someone until they notice. And who knows what would have happened if I started streaming. But yeah, while Duba was streaming, I did actually finish building up this one room, and I was pretty stumped as to what I should add inside of here because I added all the generic types of things you'd expect inside of larger hallway areas or something like that. So I don't know. Let me know what you think I should put up here in the comments. And I guess instead of just letting the storage system sit here and do nothing, I might as well actually put it to some good use. But instead of me putting you through me sorting out all my items and things like that, I might as well just do that off camera. Speaking of which,